This is TWiT.
I put out a Facebook thing. I got a Facebook group started. I'm like, switch to Verizon immediately. Like you
Does Verizon Fios not have a cap?
No, not only do they not have a cap, they give you the gigabyte up and down. Like my speed is balling. Like my up and down is outrageous.
Unfortunately, Comcast, it's not available in my area, and I do have Comcast.
Comcast gives you 250 down and like 50 up.
They are going to. They've had this home internet data cap of actually, I think it was a terabyte, but they say 1.2 terabyte. They launched it here in California. They're now launching it nationwide. If you go over your cap, $10 per 50 gigabytes, up to $100. Imagine your internet costing $100 more every month. And here's the. And I used to get in such arguments with Dvorak over this. He's not here to defend himself, but I'm just going to say, it's my opinion. There is no technical reason at all for data caps. It doesn't solve any problem. They'll say, oh, you know, your neighbor's using too much. That is not true. It is not a way to protect their network at all. It's a way to extract more money out of you.
It's extortion.
And it is particularly aimed at those of us who undermine Comcast's business model by streaming Netflix or Amazon Prime or iTunes or whatever instead of paying the cable bill. It's pure greed. That's all I can say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody should be aware of it so you can do something about it. It's like a drug dealer just giving you drugs and then telling you, hey, the price just went up 7,000%. I can't afford these drugs now. What am I supposed to do? I'm stuck because I don't have another option. Like it's just bad when companies do this, and there is no reason to do it other than greed.
And they have a monopoly or a best of duopoly in many areas. You don't have a choice.
In my town, half the town can get Verizon, the other half has no option. And just in one town, one side of the street got Verizon and they shut it all down, I guess, because of the pandemic. So now only one side of town has two options. The other side of town has only one. So,
and by the
hopefully
way,
Starlink will help that situation.
Well, there'll at least be some competition.
Starlink.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Do you think?
I hope so.
You're being sarcastic,
or
are you genuine?
No. I genuinely am very bullish on Starlink for several reasons. And one of them is to provide an alternative in various markets. So we'll see what the reality of that whole service is in terms of the pay, in terms of the bandwidth and all that kind of stuff. But, if they go forward as advertised, you'll have another option in literally every single market.
Competition is key. And the FCC has essentially created these duopolies. The cable company is a monopoly in your town. It's a regional monopoly. The phone company, the ILEC, is a regional monopoly, and those are the two internet service providers for almost 90% of Americans. Incidentally, you might say, well, how do you know, Leo, that they don't have to do these data caps? They say they have to because, bandwidth is limited. And Dvorak and I used to get in this argument. I said, bits is water. It doesn't cost them more to give you more water. They'll make more bits. And the proof is in the pudding. For 60 days during the coronavirus pandemic back this past summer, they lifted caps. They were nice. They said, you're going to be Zooming, you're going to be doing that. That only lasted 2 months. Did the internet collapse? Did everybody die? Were we unable to get online? No, in fact, since they've turned those caps back on, I noticed Amazon's down a lot more. Microsoft's down a lot more. There was no side effect to eliminating caps for 2 months.
The cell phone industry. Remember when you only had a certain amount of space and then AT&T went unlimited and everybody moved on AT&T? They didn't die and fold. Other networks were like, I guess we got to do it too. T-Mobile came to do it. Verizon finally came around and said, okay, everybody's unlimited. Okay, we're just going to charge you whatever dollar amount it is. But now it still works. The internet hasn't fallen apart because now every cell phone service offers unlimited. And now with their fake 5G in most places, the internet's still fine. It's just greed.
It was bad for a while at AT&T when the iPhone first came out because they didn't anticipate how much data people would use. But so they beefed up their infrastructure. Guys, it's not like they're not making a lot of money. It's not like it's not a profitable industry already. They could put more.
I think what happens is that
in.
these companies look at the bandwidth usage, the relative usage, and they see that a huge percentage of their customers are barely using any data at all. And then there are people like Owen who are just using terabytes of data just flying around, and thinking there's got to be a way. They're just using our service so much more than these other people. There's got to be a way to extract all kinds of money out of these people. And they just can't stand the fact that there's such a divergence of consumption for their product. And logically, they think, well, we got to just make some mint out of these people. We got to improve our, sort of how we look to our shareholders and show growth. Let's just screw these guys. Yeah. They're overusing it. But the reality is that just when you offer a public service like that, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get super users. You're going to get people barely use anything.
They can handle it. They can handle it. I've talked to Dane Jasper, a good friend, CEO of SonicNet. They're rolling out fiber as widely as they can in our area and much of California. I asked him about this. They don't have data caps. He said, we don't need data caps. There's plenty of bandwidth out there.
Mike, why are you dry snitching on me? Mike, don't be telling people about the terabytes. I got to hide the darkness. My name is Owen JJ Stone. Don't I'm not using terabytes.
How many of those special Fire TV sticks do you have in there, Owen?
Hey, Nobody believes you, Owen.
My PS5 is beaming directly into the Pentagon right now. Okay, don't worry about it. Mike, don't snitch on me, baby. I'm over here with the pedophiles. Don't let nobody know.
No, the truth really is Comcast is terrified. All of these companies are terrified because their big profit items are cable TV services, and we're getting more and more over the top. They know that at first they were in denial for a long time, saying no, we're not worried about cord cutters. Now they know. The time is rapidly approaching when people will stop getting their TV services and just do it over the internet. Their whole plan right now is, well, we're going to make the internet as expensive as cable TV was so that we can maintain our profits.
Right.
Yeah. And the pendulum is swinging. Like if they actually went and cut their prices, like YouTube TV just went up $25 on me, and I'm like, come on, bro. I barely watch TV. I bought you just for football. Now I got to cancel them and pause them every once in a while. Then you got HBO giving out HBO Max. Like now there's too much streaming. And if the cable company said, hey, look, we're going to bundle this and give you this, then I'd probably go back to cable, because cable just got so outrageous that if they now, when you add up 32 subscriptions, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm cheating. I'm not paying everything. I mean, I got one person with Netflix, got another person with Disney. And I got, we out here, we get a coalition, but I'm saying there's too many subscriptions going on right now. So if the cable companies cut down, they'd make all that money back. They could switch the pendulum around for themselves, but they'd rather just charge more for internet.
The number of paid TV households buying cable peaked in 2010, 10 years ago, at 105 million. It's been dropping ever since. By next couple of years, it'll probably be down to 72 million. It's widely expected it'll end up half of that. There'll still be people using cable TV for a while, but it's slowly going away. And actually, I think the trend is actually accelerating, because I look at anybody under 25, and their entire content comes from YouTube. They don't watch cable TV. So Nick at Night viewership down 24%, AMC down 22%, FX down 21%, USA Networks 19%, TBS down 16%, TNT down 14%. It's across the board.